everyone. Thanks for joining me today. It's me, Carol, and our video is going to be centered around numbers and your lover. Yes, numerology is fine that when two people get together and form a union, form a relationship to experience life, their dreams and desires, a brand new energy is created between them. And when they're looking for the synergy between the couples, it's easily done by combining each person's numbers and thereby creating a new number known as a relationship number. And from that springs a combination of chemistry that I will be discussing here with you in this video. We will see that like attracts like and opposites attracts. I will explain and show you how to convert your number with that of your partner. It's very easy. And of course, for a complete chart of compatibility, most numerologists are going to ask for the complete date of birth and complete name of both partners. But this method that I'm showing and sharing with you today is valid, and it has passed the test of time. I have used it with quick insight for clients and friends in my professional life, and I thought with the onset of Valentine's here in a couple of days, this may be fun in many ways, as also you might find interesting. So how do we convert? Very simple. You're only going to take the month and the day of birth. And I have two examples. One is going to end up giving us a master number, which I'll explain, and then we're going to come to a regular number. So you take the month and the day, you change the month to a number. We know that July is the 7th month. Then you're going to add that across horizontally. So we have 7 plus 2 and 7. That's a 16. May is the 5th month. The 10th is the date of birth. Forget about the 0. We're just going to add the 5 and the 1. That adds up to 6. We add it down. We get to a master number 22-4. And you don't reduce it. You make sure that you realize that it is a master number and they are either 11, 22, or 33. Another example, October, forget about the 0. Give it the 1. Add it to the 5, which is the day of the birth, and we have a 6. August is the 8th month. Add that to the day of birth, the 22nd. 8 plus 2 plus 2, we get 12. Add that vertically down, we have a number 18. We have to reduce all double numbers to a single digit, because we are going to be talking about relationship numbers from 1 to 9 as well as the 3 master numbers. So 9 is the vibration of this relationship. Now there is something to take into consideration. Let's say that your number or your partner's number, instead of a 6, this was a 9, or your partner's numbers was a 9. When you or your partner's number add up to a number 9, the following applies. The one who is the 9 vibration will conform to the energy of the other. This can be both positive and negative depending on many factors. I've given you a negative example and a positive example. The negative would be that the 9 gives his or her power away, does not voice needs, and placates to the other. But a positive way that 9 works is it upholds emotional integrity and brings in their spiritual knowledge. Now, this is only if you or your partner has a number 9. Take that into the consideration of how it plays out as we go through each of the relationship numbers. And of course, we're going to begin with a relationship number 1 here in a moment, as soon as I can get these two apart. Here we go. The 1 combination, as you can see here in parentheses, is doers. There are going to be 3 modalities: doers, thinkers, and feelers. This, in parentheses, the doers, is the energy that is in this relationship combination. Okay, number one, this is a powerful union, and each person finds amazing success and happiness as long as each respects the independence and individuality of the other. Power is created when both focus attention on in one direction. Communication must be clear, direct, and when ready to initiate plans, both are in agreement of goals and purpose. As a couple, others see you as solid, trusting, and able. Outward show of affection is not usually the case for this number combination. It is certainly helpful when each is aware their partner's emotional needs and sensitivities. This goes a long way in keeping the love alive and the union strong for the number one relationship number. Number two, thinkers. Here we see a union of opposites. The principle of duality exists and a strong factor. The exchange between each person can spark differences. Too much thinking and assuming, I have in parentheses, is usually the case. Each must be open, honest, and committed to making their own ideas work in unison when it's in opposition with their partners. Personal pride and needing to be right can destroy this relationship. Communicating directly from the start, the aim and purpose of your actions can reap rewards. Happiness is always possible when each care enough to find a workable solution that ultimately brings balance into those unbalanced areas of the relationship you find yourself in. Ultimately, there are powerful lessons each will identify with and choose to change if they desire a long-lasting relationships. Number three, unified number, the feelers. The passion in this union runs hot right from the start. Keeping it alive and productive is the lesson this combination is to control and must if they wish to maintain a harmonious union. Lots of chemistry, and this couple soon realizes that it must be funneled in productive and healthy outlets. This will take patience, practice, and dedication by both. First, understanding the importance of setting limits and how far each is willing to allow outside activities and interests to occur. Finding common ground and placing passions and energy towards a final goal both agree upon. Keep your individual projects small and workable. Unite your interest and efforts by discovering what excites you both, then going for it. Honest and continuous communication is essential. Committing to take into account how the other feels about spending long periods of time away from home. I'm going to bring that down here a little bit to make sure you saw that. Okay. Number four, you're the doers. Here we have a unique combination as each individual is quite different in many ways. Yet, they form a dynamic union with great potential and lasting harmony. When these individuals combine their energy, there is a swift change in consciousness. Each becomes a helpmate, best friend to the other. They possess an intuitive knowing for what the other needs in order to feel loved and valued. Agreements between the two also seem to flow easily. Sometimes no words need to be spoken. Having standards set for themselves and loved ones are usually understood and upheld. There is a deep sense of commitment that is admired by others who see the results of their union. Areas of unbalance that often shows up with this combination is in lack of emotional display and expression. One of the two may grow to need what is lacking and possibly cause problems for the partner. Number 5, the thinkers. This combination works well when there is an acceptance of change. At times, it may be consistent change. Most naturally, communication is important, and letting each other know what your thinking process is and where that may lead to helps the other prepare. It could also bring up disagreements and differences that will have to be resolved. With this combination, partners may change and play different roles, which is accepted and found enjoyable. Also, this vibration is one of exploring and even breaking status quo. If the relationship becomes dull in the eyes of one in this partnership, this could become problematic. Or if one finds the pace of change and need for variety dizzying, this too could be a cause for separation and moving on. Therefore, a solid commitment is needed with boundaries explained and agreed upon right from the start. Number 6, you are the feelers. Of this number combination, the 6 seems to be and holds up to be a beautiful union, a mutual understanding, and the importance of love, home, and family is the attraction that brings, and this should be, unites these individuals. Both are in it for the long haul and will do their best to uphold commitments and maintain harmony in the relationship. Often, there is a willingness to sacrifice for the well-being of the other. There could be lots of children with this number combination vibration, bringing in an important element when it comes to the children. That is, both partners would do well to voice the style and manner they wish to raise their children. Here, that understanding and agreement is crucial and should be discussed as soon as possible. The number 7, the thinkers. This is one of the most unique unions. On the outset, people just don't see the connection, attraction between these two individuals. Theirs is a union of energy. Even they may not completely understand, but it's magnetic and so hard to resist. The attraction here could be due to this couple having been together in a past life. They now return to fulfill or balance some part of that encounter then and the experiences they are sharing now. Both are aware, attuned with, and have a connection to mysticism and all that it entails. They enjoy acting out fantasies and dreams with one another. At the same time, one or both must come to realize the importance of keeping a foothold on reality. Here is where differences in that concept occur. One partner may have a differing concept and style as to how to accomplish that end. An important key is to share or establish a common ground, laying out clear boundaries that satisfy both partners. Usually this union each wish to explore the world beyond, having meaning attached to this desire will benefit both in some way or form in this life. The number 8, the doers. This powerful combination tends to work for the collective. Their goal is to improve, incorporate, and benefit all. Due to their high standards and work ethics, they attract and find the backing, support, and respect of others, usually with big businesses. This, in turn, can aid them in achieving greater and long-lasting success. If these individuals are less dynamically inclined, then they tend to work in smaller communities and focus more on families. The energy here is one of creating, achieving, and accumulating. How that plays out and for what purpose is differing for each couple. All have aspects of comfort and security. On balance, this need for security can be based on misguided fears. Therefore, we can see that this union is based heavily on mental processes and belief systems. It is often seen with this number combination, little emphasis placed on physical pleasures and sexual exchange between partners. If one decides it no longer has these expanded interests and seeks out to find greater intimacy, problems will most likely occur. Reflecting on what brought you together in the first place and where you wish to go is key in keeping this relationship going once it begins. 9, the last of our number combination. They're the feelers, a very dynamic and possible karmic relationship. Having and keeping mutual respect for the other's likes and dislikes, idiosyncrasies, and even downright stubbornness is an important element to take note of. There is a very strong underlying spiritual reason for this union. Often, each question the dynamic experiences they are having together. The union may happen very quickly and out of the blue. Here too is another combination where opposites attract. Most likely, there will be an adjustment period that may take time before each comes to an emotional understanding of their union. Patience is required of both. Acceptance of the other's uniqueness. They may be foreign, that may be foreign to you, is required to ensure longevity and harmony. The most difficult aspect in this combination is communication. Each needs to be vigilant of the way one speaks, from facial expression to the words and tone used in relating. Most often, one style is shooting from the hip, and the other overly cautious, not wanting to upset the other with what is being conveyed. This area is important to understand. Overall, both are here to help each other achieve their greatest potential, help unite their families, grow together spiritually, and teach through example, services, and love. Ultimately, they find they are teachers for one another. We now come to the master numbers, and please take into consideration the lower numbers to give you a complete feel and essence of that relationship number. 11, 2. The master vibration brings in your ability to express your psychic gifts in writing, publishing, speaking, and or working with healing modalities. These usually center towards the body-mind. Working as a couple, you instill and teach the masses alternative ways of living and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It is advisable here to stay focused on healing systems which reap the greatest results and are accepted by the majority of people that come to you. The 22-4, this master vibration helps ensures what the 11 master number teaches, began, and achieved. Master 22 couples unite to establish and open organizations where teachers and seekers can go. There is great emphasis placed on the integrity of the teachers and the teachings. This number combination will donate time, money, and effort to ensure that the mystical traditions of the past are available and accessible to all those who seek to learn and understand higher wisdom. And lastly, the 33-6. The main goal for this master number and 6 union is to teach love and the power the vibration holds. This is a humanitarian relationship that seeks to give hope and teach others the importance of basic truths that unite us all. Often this couple will travel far and wide to reach the masses. Major accomplishments are made by the efforts and dedication this compassionate union exemplifies. They unite to show and teach the hardest lesson of all, unconditional love. That wraps it up, friends. I hope this was enjoyable, helpful, and if you're having any trouble figuring out your number combination between you and your significant other, please leave it in the comment section or email me. Thanks, everyone. Wishing you love during this time, and of course, happy Valentine's Day.